All right, so now as we have discussed the foundational topics in this digital marketing project internship for springtails.in, which is the e-commerce website, it's time to actually look into the launching of campaigns. So in total, we have to launch around 9 campaigns to drive sales for this project. And these 9 campaigns have to be launched for Google and Meta ad account. In return, these campaigns are expected to generate these results, these conversions. So in total, the idea is to get around 80 sales in a month's time. However, we can't really get these numbers on the account level if we don't get the conversion tracking in place. Okay, so now when we run ads on for Google and Meta both, we can see the campaigns running in the ad account. For Google, we can see all the campaigns over here. We can see all the campaigns in Meta over here as well. And all of these sales numbers. So when we get a sale, we get that information within the Shopify orders section. If you have any WooCommerce or if you have any third-party CMS website made on any other platform, then also you can see that number appearing in the order section for any particular window. However, the sales number does not appear within the ad accounts. So we don't get these numbers appearing on the campaigns in Google, and we also don't get these numbers appearing against the campaigns in Meta as well until we set up a conversion tracking code. So this conversion tracking code actually allows us to see the conversion number or the sales number in this conversion column. So we can see how many conversions are happening for each and every campaign. We can see what is the cost per conversion for any particular window in the account. We can also see which keyword has driven this conversion to us. And then finally, we start optimizing the campaign. We start improving the campaign performance. So the idea of becoming a digital marketer or to performance marketer is to actually become an expert to optimize the campaign, to minimize the cost per sale of all the products in the account. And we can't do this if we don't have the tracking codes in place. So now in this video, I would like to tell you how you put in these tracking codes on the website so that you start getting the conversion number in the account. So even you are about to, you can launch the campaigns in fact, and launching the campaign will start getting the traffic on the website. But if you don't have these conversion numbers, then you won't be able to see the performance. So you as an expert is expected to put in the tracking codes first, even before launching the campaigns. Now, there are two ways to actually put in the tracking codes in the website. The first and the easiest one is to pull out the tracking codes from the Google ad account and also pull out the pixel code from the Meta ad account and directly put it on the website. Now you're expected to put these tracking codes on all the pages of the website, and a conversion code, which means a code that tells about the conversion, that triggers the conversion, gets added on the checkout or the thank you page of the website. So the simplest way is to pull out these codes from all the accounts and then put it into the website. Now, if we have Google ad account, Google Analytics account, Google Search Console, Google Meta's Facebook ad account, then we have to add different codes in the website. And the task becomes quite tedious when every time you need to add a code on the website, you just have to ask developer to add this code on the website. So Google has come up with an idea of a tool by the name of Google Tag Manager. So you can just get into this tool, which is available for free by getting into tagmanage.google.com. Now this tag manager allows companies to install all of these other ad account codes within Google Tag Manager, and one single GTM code has to be added on the website. So rather than putting all of these codes from these ad accounts, you simply have to put one single tracking code on the website, and all these codes gets added into the Google Tag Manager. So if I simply take you into the Google Tag Manager of a Springtails account which is Springtails, I can show you that we have added all the account codes within the GTM of Springtails under tags. So here we have Google Ad Conversion Tracking Code, Google Ads Remarketing Code, Google Analytics Code, and Metapixel Code. All of these 4 codes are added into the tag manager, and this GTM code, which starts with GTM, is added into the Shopify account interface. So we don't have all these codes in the Shopify, we just have one single GTM code added into the website. Now, how do we do that? So first of all, you have to simply pull out these tracking codes. So let's say if you have to pull out a code for Meta, you get into Event Manager. And from here, you actually pull up this Metapixel code. This one is a pixel code from Meta starting with 82 and ending with 06. Now this Meta code has to be added on the website. Secondly, if you have to pull out the conversion code from Google, you simply get into tools, then go to, you have to go into goals, then you get into summary. And from summary, you can just create a conversion action. We already have this conversion action available. And from here, we can simply install this conversion tracking, like this Google tag code, along with the conversion tracking code on the website. But this conversion tracking snippet only goes on the thank you page. This is something that you always have to remember while installing Google codes, that you install Google tag code on all the pages of the site, and you install both of these codes on the thank you page of the website. So this conversion code only triggers the conversions. But then how do we do that? Cool. So now, as I said, there are 2 ways. One is to simply copy this code from Google, copy pixel code from Meta, go into the website. For Shopify, we have to install the codes by getting into the themes section of the website. We get into customize, we go to liquid theme. Okay, we go to, rather than customizing, we go to edit code. Then we go to liquid theme. We try to find the end of the head tag. So HEAD, which we can find by using a / HEAD, and the code like Google code and pixel code can be added within the head tag of the Shopify theme. However, if we are using Google Tag Manager, then as I said, we don't need to install this code directly on the website. We can simply install both of these codes, in fact, analytics code as well, within Google Tag Manager. So we can just create a new tag like this. We can name this tag as Google conversion. If it's a conversion code, we can just put in, choose the option of, let's say, Google tag. We put in the tag ID and we trigger this code on the thank you page. That's how we simply set up a conversion code. If it's a Google Pixel code, then we again click on new. We go with typing pixel. We choose the option of custom HTML. We install the pixel code over here after copying it from Facebook ad interface, and we trigger it on all the pages of the website. So we have to use the combination of tag and trigger. Trigger tells us on which page of the website we trigger this code. So pixel goes on all the pages. Google remarketing code also goes on all the pages. The conversion tracking code only goes on the thank you page. Now, so you can just create all of these tags one by one within the Google Tag Manager, put in all the codes from the different ad accounts within Google Tag Manager, and then this GTM code, these 2 GTM codes, in fact, has to be copied and pasted within the website in the liquid.theme. So you can see we already have a GTM code, half of the code in the head tag, if I take you to the body of it, then also we have the remaining half of the code in the body. Now, after adding these codes in the head and body, we also have to add this code in the checkout section. So if it's a Shopify interface, we have to add codes in themes. Additionally, we have to add these codes in the checkout section as well. So within checkout, okay, now we don't have the option of adding the code in checkout. Rather than adding it in the checkout, we add it into the customer events. So here we can just add the pixel codes over here. And right now for Shopify, we are using these two applications. So now the pixel conversion codes are being added into these pixels. I know I'm getting very technical over here. You shall be may not be understanding what exactly I'm saying right now, but the idea is to tell you how you install all of these codes within a Shopify interface. Now, anytime you get a new ad interface, let's say tomorrow, if you have to start advertising on LinkedIn, then this LinkedIn code can directly be added into the Google Tag Manager account, and you don't have to get into the website at all. If you have to add, let's say, Microsoft Clarity, that Clarity code also gets added within Google Tag Manager. If you start Snapchat ads, if you start Google, like Microsoft Bing ads, all of these tracking codes can directly be added in the Google Tag Manager. So once this GTM code is installed on the website, you don't have to install any code on the website. Now, after having these code installed, we have to check if these codes are actually being fired on the website or not. And how can we check that? So we simply can get into the website by typing springtails.in and install an extension by the name of Meta Pixel Helper. So if you simply type Meta Pixel Helper on the website, in your browser, you can just get this Chrome extension on the top. Now this MetaPixel tells you what all codes are firing on the website. So now you can see on springtails.in, this extension is showing us a pixel code which starts with 83, ends with 06. So I can simply get into the Facebook ad account and can see that this tracking code, it starts with 82, ends with 06. So this code is being matched. So now I can see this MetaPixel code is firing on the website. If you want, you can also see if this code is firing on the checkout page as well or not. So you have to go through the interface, get into the checkout page and see if this code is firing on the checkout as well. So now you can see this code is firing on the checkout as well. This code is firing two events actually, a page view event and the initiate checkout event. On the other pages, it was only firing the page view event. Similarly, to check the Google codes, we have to use another extension by the name of Google Tag Assistant. Again, you can find Google Tag Assistant by simply typing it Assistant extension on Google, and on the top you will find the Google Tag Assistant extension. Now this extension allows us to see all the tracking codes available for Google. So here this extension is showing us a code for Google ad account, a code for Google Analytics, and a code for GTM as well. So this extension is showing us all the codes which we have added on the website via GTM, via the Google Tag Manager. So we have not added these codes directly in the website. All these codes have been added through Google Tag Manager account. Now, once these codes are added, we can start seeing the conversions happening against the campaigns in the conversion tab. But this conversion only gets fired, only gets counted when you start having the sales in the account. So once you have this conversion tracking placed, you can see which campaign has generated the sale or which keyword has generated the sale. You can also see which ad copy has generated the sale, at which day the sale was generated. So you can see all of these conversion numbers after putting in the conversion tracking codes. Now, for people who are starting off with learning the conversion tracking, I would just want you to first, so if you have a website, if you already have bought the domain, then you can just try installing these codes using Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager is the preferred option. Whenever you go for an interview, you get asked if you know installation of these codes via GTM or not. The second point is to check all the tracking codes on springtails.in using Google Tag Assistant and Metapixel. So if you are just working on this project, then I would want you to install Google Tag Assistant and Metapixel extension. We call it Metapixel Helper. And then just check if these codes are properly being fired on the website. If you want to become technical to look at the codes on the website, then you can also go through, okay, I don't want you to go through the themes within the website, because if you're not technical enough, then you can really screw up the entire website. Now, how you can access the website, how you can access the ad accounts is something which I have already added into this project asset or access tab. So here you can just access all of these ad accounts by typing this email ID, password, and I'll share you the OTP if you have joined this program. Now, after doing that, I would also want you to update your progress as in progress or completed by just marking your progress over here right under your name. So everyone who is getting added to this training will be getting his name added in the project activities status, and then from here I can just track the progress of that particular person. If you have any doubts about any of the topics, then we can connect over the weekend, and then we can discuss how do we further, like how do you further process that particular activity, or how do you further implement that activity. If you have any doubts, we can just discuss it over the call. I shall be seeing you in the next video perhaps.